What's up, guys? This is your boy Water Twin here with another Gishki deck profile. Alright, guys, it's after September the 1st, so you know what that means, guys. One Gustkraken. Boo hoo, boo hoo, yeah, I know. A lot of guys been asking me, yo, Luna, what are you gonna do? They hit Gustkraken on one, and you know how the deck is gonna survive. And many people ask me, what am I playing now? Well, I never did play the release from Gustkraken build that I released on my channel, nor did I play the Gishki Heritage build. I only tested the Gishki Heritage build, and I did not play the release from the Gustkraken build. The only reason why I didn't play the release from the Kraken build is because it had limited hours. Alright, somebody get bigger than Photon Strike Bounce or bigger than Gustkraken, it's a problem on the board, right, guys? No matter how much I ritual summon or anything like that, if something bigger than Photon Strike Bounce or Gustkraken get on the board, it's a problem. Alright, guys, so that's why I didn't play that build. I always play my Reflection and Aquamirror build. That's my preferred build with Gishki. That way I get to have power and control with Gustkraken. Alright, guys, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and step into the Reflection of the Aquamirror build. And right after this video, guys, I'm going to show you guys my Heritage Gishki build with the September 1st one Gustkraken. Alright, guys, I got a pretty cool trick for you guys. And I had to go reach back in the Gishki and grab trashy card that I talked about, but we'll get into that later on. Alright, guys, so let's just go ahead and get into the Reflection build. Alright, guys, as you know, up first, the main ritual of the deck, well, not necessarily the main ritual deck, it's just the strongest. Alright, 28-28 both ways, Evigishki Soul Ogre. Throw a Gishki monster from my hand, return any face-up card on my opponent's side of the field back to the deck. Alright, guys, so he's there pretty much to beat face. Next up, for my 6 stars, I play 2 Evigishki Mind Augus. In my last video, it was 1 Mind Augus and 2 Gustkraken, but since we took a hit on the Gustkraken, I just went ahead and added another Mind Augus, which probably won't be that bad anyway, seeing that plants are back, agents are back, black wings are pretty much back. People are pretty much using the graveyard as a toolbox. Alright, guys, so what Mind Augus allows us to do is to control the graveyard. That's a pretty good effect for an archetype to control the graveyard and be able to control the hand with Gustkraken. Alright, guys, even though it's 1, you can still potentially loop 1 or 2 cards a turn depending on how many Aquamirrors you have. So by you having more 6s, you'll be able to do that. Alright, guys, so that's Mind Augus. Next up, lonely Evigishki Gustkraken. Alright, guys, 24 attack, 1000 defense. When this card's ritual summon, I choose randomly up to 2 cards in my opponent's hand, and I choose one of those cards to go back to the deck, guys. Alright, guys, so as you can see, that's a real big problem. And I think Konami's seen that with the hand loops and stuff, so they really want to get rid of the hand looping this format. So they hit Gustkraken on 1 and hit windups and made it to 1. Alright, guys, so we're going to run 1 Gustkraken because we cannot run more than 1. Boo-hoo. Next up, still hanging in there at 3, Gishki Beast. Gishki Beast is mainly used to go into XYZ plays and stuff like that. Utopia, Maestro, Steel Swamp Roach, and Gemini Pearls, things of that nature. Alright, guys, so that's pretty much what Beast is there for. And he also can retrieve back Gishki Abyss also to allow me for more search. Alright, guys. Next up is a must in any Gishki deck, Gishki Shadow. Pitch Gishki Shadow to the graveyard or just discard. I don't think he has to go to the graveyard or anything like that. Discard Gishki Shadow to the graveyard. Search my deck for any Gishki ritual spell card. Alright, guys. So this Shadow. New addition to the deck, Tsukuyomi. Alright, guys, I haven't seen this card in a very long time. It's fresh off the ban list. I decided to go ahead and take Gishki Ariel out the deck just to put Tsukuyomi in for right now, just to test her out. And so far she's been testing out, but the main reason I wanted to put Tsukuyomi in is because of Samurais. Tsukuyomi is a 1 card out to Shein, Beast, and Barkion. Alright, guys, and all 3 of those monsters really wreck this deck, especially Beast and Shein. Alright, guys, so guys, put a lock on my spell cards or ritual spell cards, and then we're pretty much done. Alright, guys, so that's why we're going to play Tsukuyomi at 1. Next up, 2 copies of Gishki Ariel. In my last video, I think I was playing 2 chains. but I decided to take Gishki Chain out for 2 arrows because I just needed more search. 2 chains is fine. He's perfect and all that good stuff. But with Ariel, I'm getting more search because if Abyss don't show up, I tend to see that I'm pretty much gonna lose that game, or it's gonna be pretty hard for me to win that game. All right, guys. So I want to eliminate as much stress off the deck as possible. So with that, you want to go ahead and put in 2 areas. All right. Next up, the must in any Gishki deck also, heretic or not, Gishki Abyss. The main searcher of the deck searches out Shadow and Vision. So it searches out ritual spells and ritual monsters. Whenever it's something, however it's something. So if you bring it back off Gishki Beast, you're going to get a search. Monster Born, you're going to get a search. Call of Honey, you're going to get a search. Alright, guys? So it's Gishki Abyss. Next up, the last Gishki monster of the deck will be Gishki Vision. You discard Gishki Vision like Gishki Shadow to search your deck for any Gishki ritual monster. And the only reason why a lot of people ask me too is that why do I actually play 2 visions and not 3? Well, case is because once you got a ritual monster in your hand, it's going to get recycled back to your hand via the Gishki Aquamirror anyway. So you're not going to need too many of the Gishki monsters in your hand, alright, guys? So that's the only reason why I play 2 visions, alright? Next up are my hand traps. 2 Tragodias and 1 Gorz, alright, guys? So like I said once before in my last videos, these are the guys going to stop you from being OTK and trash there for level manipulation, for XYZ plays and stuff like that. Like I said, I primarily use them to easily get into photon street bouncers or the Heretic Sun Dragon, Heliopolis with Soul Orb and taking their level 8s and stuff like that. So Trag is working out phenomenally. And like I said, Gorz, he's in there to help stop me from getting OTK and stuff like that too also. So they're working out very well. Next up, we got our spells. I must have 3 Gishki Aquamirrors. I'm still going back and forth between 1 or 2 of these, man. You know, a lot of people like to play 2 because it's just so recyclable. But I just like the 3. Alright, guys, with the 3, you're going to get a little more control. You're going to get a little more ritual summoning out of your deck. Alright, guys? And that's what I'm primarily going to need. Like, first turn, I want to open up as many mirrors as I can. Maybe an Abyss and maybe a Vision or something like that. Or a ritual monster. That way, I can go ahead and manipulate my opponent's hand, drop their hand by 1. Drop their hand by 1. And give me a chance to look and see what I'm playing against. And then maybe, the more mirrors you have, like I said once before, the more Aquamirrors you have in hand, the better you are on a 6-star base, because that way you can go ahead and slap a photon strike bounce on board and say go. Alright, guys, so that's the reason why I want to play 3 Aquamirrors. But if it becomes dead or future test plan, it may need to come out, which I seriously doubt it will. I just bumping out of 2. It's not really a big deal. Like I said, some of you guys probably get away with playing 2, so there's no wrong way to do this. Alright, so for right now, I'm going ahead and try 3. Next up is another Gishki ritual spell card for Ben Arts of the Gishki. This is pretty much a personal tech for me. I like for Ben Arts of the Gishki because you know, the Shining heroes are real big around, so they still throwing the Shining on you, and what this do is going to make the Shining lose play. Loses not effect, but miss time with his effect. That's what it's going to do for you. All right, guys. So you just play for Ben Arts of the Gishki on the Shining. As long as you got a Soul Orb in hand, you're live, alright? So that's pretty much the whole thing behind for Ben Arts. You're not going to see too many, well, I take that back. You might see a couple of level 6 monsters running around with Chaos Sorcerer or something like that. And you might not see too many light Pulsar since Chaos Dragon got hit by the ban list. So move right along. Personal attack. Alright, next up, 3 copies of Salvage to retrieve your water monsters that's 1,500 less. Attack, mainly Beast, Abyss, Shadow, and Vision. Alright, guys, and it also works on Ariel too. That's another reason why I put Ariel in here. Next up, Monster Born, Heavy Storm, Dark Oak, and that ends it for the spells. Next up, we got traps. 2 Solemn Warnings, 2 Compulsory to answer the meta right now. Since Zen-Mans went down in price, everybody and their mama got a Zen-Mans. So that was going to answer the Zen-Mans, 2 Torrential Tributes, And freshly new off the ban list, 2 Mirror Forces. Alright guys, so that's going to end it up for the main board. I'm going to go ahead and get into the extra deck. First up, got the Gorz token. Got this done last year at National. A lot of people asked me where did I get this token done. Last year when I went to WCQ, I had it done when I was at Nats. I think it's every Nationals that they have these token lines or whatever. You can go get tokens made. So if you ever get a chance to go to Nats, go and get your token made. They're pretty nice. Alright, first card is Heritage Sun Dragon Overlord Heliopolis for rank 8 and seeding. One Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. Photon Strike Bouncer. Newest addition to the deck, number 6 Chronomaly Atlantis. Alright guys, since he's new, I'm going to go ahead and read them off to you, alright? So let's see. Got a lot of words too. He's a rank 6 machine, XYZ monster, effect monster, 2 level 6s. Or yeah, 2 level 6 monsters. When this card's XYZ summon, you can target 1 number monster in your graveyard. Equip that target to this card. This card gains attack equal to the half of the attack of the equipped monster. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to send the monster equipped by this effect to the graveyard. Half your opponent's life points. Woo! You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn this effect is activated. So look at that, guys. We got a monster that has our opponent life points just by equipping a Utopia out of my graveyard, because that's the only number monster I play besides him, I believe. And Shock Rule and stuff like that. But anyway, get a number monster out your graveyard, equip it, detach, and half your opponent life points. So it's going to be a pretty neat trick. I haven't yet do it yet, but I just got them yesterday, so we'll see what goes along with that. So that's number 6, guys. Chronomaly Atlantis. Finishing up the rank 6s, it would be a Sept Extra is a must. 1 Gemini Pearl, 1 Valiant Sigma, 1 number 16 Shark Master, 1 C39, 1 Utopia, 2 Evigishki Mind 1 Steel Swarm Roach, 1 Maestro, and 1 Gotcha Gitsu. Alright guys. Alright, a lot of people been asking me about the extra deck. I mean, not extra deck, but I'm sorry, but the side deck for Gishkis. So I actually got a side deck for you guys in this vid. So let's get right into it. First card up, as you seen, was Gishki Vanity. Gishki Vanity is in my side deck mainly because of Samurais, once again. It's easy searchable by Abyss, and what happened is, as long as I can play a ritual spell card once that turn, I should be able to beat over Beast. And I should be able to go ahead and bounce like a Barkion, or bounce Barkion, or bounce Shein, or bounce anybody with a Soul Wars effect. Seeing the Soul Wars effect doesn't destroy anything like that. Samurai just worry about people destroying their monsters, so we're not doing that with Soul Wars. Alright guys, so Gishki Beast is in there, mainly to let me play my ritual spell card at least for one turn to attempt to get Beast or Shein off the board. Alright guys, so that's Gishki Beast. 2 Chain Disappearance. 2 system downs for the new stuff, the gear stuff, the little machine stuff. So it's gonna work pretty well in there. 3 copies of Gozen Match for those decks that like to run multicolors like wind-ups and stuff like that. You know, their attributes are all over the place. Not primarily to run water. 2 light mirrors. This is gonna be against those rogue players that like this is gonna go back to agents. 2 shadow mirrors for the Dark World matchup. And we got 3 Imperial Iron Walls. And the 3 Imperial Iron Walls in there for those Raven matchups that that people like to put on me. They like to go inside Dimensional Fissure and stuff like that. And they also come in handy for agents and Dark Wars all together. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty informative and stuff like that. So let me know how you guys feel about the deck, and if you guys are trying it out competitively, because I sure will be trying it out competitively, at least until Atlanteans come out and Mermals. And yes, YouTube, I will be covering Atlanteans and Mermals. I plan on buying a case. So holler at your boy for all the extra stuff I got. I may not have a lot, but I might also put up a, you know what I'm saying, make a deck and sell a deck or two. You know how I do it, guys. So this Water Twin out, guys. Peace.